Cold steel Ti-Lite. Oh. Well, since you just saw that, let me talk about thumb studs first. I'm just going to jump right into this. But first, don't let that be a turnoff. It's a great knife. I'd recommend it if you're on a budget. But thumb stud, first thing I noticed about this is that I got this at a gun show, and the guy behind the counter, he agreed with me, is that it's just a little bit too embedded in there. It's really in there, but the advantage of that is that it won't snag on anything. If you push a little harder than you would with a regular knife, get some wrist action, and it snaps out very quick with that nice authoritative snap, which is intimidating if you were to use this in a defense situation. Pocket quillion. That is my favorite feature of this knife. That's actually the reason I got this, because I have the Benchmade that you saw in the other video, and quite frankly I like it a lot better than this. Just my opinion. But if you're on a budget, this is a very good knife. And this ran me about 45 bucks. This pocket quillion, you can snag on the edge of your pocket and it snaps the blade open like that. And you can deploy it very quickly. But the cold steel style, I don't know if all their knives are like this, but this has a very thick, stiff clip. It's kind of hard to get it in and out of your pocket. If you have thick pocket material, it's kind of hard to get that on there, because I can't really tell, but I don't know if it comes like this from the factory, but this is actually slightly turned in towards the knife, or the handle. The handle, it's not very secure. I mean, it's not really going to come out of your hand, but I've seen a lot better. I actually imagine that the aluminum handled version would have less friction than this. And that's why I'd recommend the Zytel handle, also because it's cheaper. There it goes again. But the lockup has this very, very thick liner lock. Some people don't like liner locks, don't trust them because it's just a little piece of metal in there holding the blade out, but this is a very thick piece of metal. I have a great confidence in this liner lock. I don't use this knife too much, so I can't really speak, but I'd imagine that's pretty strong and it wouldn't fail you. Some people have critiqued the shape of this blade, that it's just defensive, which it obviously is, and say that it's not good for EDC or everyday carry. I found this to be not true. Just a minute ago, I have this leather strap I got from Cheaper Than Dirt, which is a very nice website if you haven't already discovered their wondrous things. But I got some twine around here because I was cheap and I didn't have paracord at the time. But it cuts that just fine. No problems. I would actually cut this strap because it's leather and I think that would be a good demo, but I don't feel like ordering another one. So maybe if I get something later, I'll test all the knives I have in the videos. More about the blade. It's not double-edged. Some people think that that is a double-edged and you can back cut somebody like that. You can't. Nothing. If you can't already see that's squared off, it's like the edge of a spoon. You couldn't cut anything with this. I'm going to be emo and try and cut my wrists. Doesn't work. This edge, very sharp. not as sharp as 154 as a 154 cm or something like that. It's AOS 8, which is a nice but cheap steel. Not very corrosion resistant. I've had problems with AOS 8 and rust in the past. But usually that had to do with the presence of salt, which accelerated the corrosion. And it's made in Taiwan. I thought that would be important because some people are very picky about buying foreign-made products that are made in Taiwan or China, because all the jobs go there and hard-working Americans lose their jobs because of that. You all know that. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it to you, because whatever. But that's an important bit. But it's still a very high quality knife. I think Cold Steel has good quality controls on their Taiwanese made products. I mean, it works. It's not going to cost you a whole lot of money. It's very reasonably priced, and it's a pretty nice knife for the money. That's all I can think of. Got any questions? Comments? Thank you.